I'm Mitch Henck with a few thoughts on income inequality. I don't like it either. The gap between the rich and the poor is the widest it's been ever, really. I mean, President Obama ran against these things, but things have gotten worse. Wall Street has doubled since President Obama took over. When the Fed authorizes the printing of $800 billion a month, the banks get richer, investors like it. Main Street's kind of left behind. Incomes are, actually median incomes are down by about $1,500 since the president began, since the recovery started soon after he took office. Now we have serious problems, and all I hear from solutions on the left is tax the billionaires more. Bernie Sanders says we have to stop the billionaire class from rigging the system. Well, let's talk about that. We have fewer than 600 billionaires in the country. If we tax the top 1% at 100% of their taxable income, we'd bring enough in to maybe cover 1 year's budget deficit. If we took all the assets, all the property, all the holdings, and all the cash from the top 1%, we'd have about 1 year's budget. Now we have to produce more. It's not just enough to raise the minimum wage, which affects 1.8% of adults, and build more roads and bridges and work on the country's infrastructure. Not enough roads and bridges. We got to produce more wealth. A country that produces well lives well, says the late Paul Sagas in his book, A Call to Economic Arms. I don't care if you're making, shovels or steel beams or mailboxes. Make something. Produce something. We have to have an incentive for our producers to produce. Too many of them now go to other countries, take advantage of cheap labor costs or the tax system or the regulatory climate. We've got to remove the barriers for people to want to do business here. Manufacture here, make things here. We do that, more people will have jobs that pay, the tax base will be wider, we'll have more disposable income to buy more things. We can't just deficit spend to build more bridges and raise the minimum wage. We need much more. So Bernie, you're a great guy, but maybe you have some specifics and give us a reason why somebody would want to be an entrepreneur, which you say is a good thing. My 2 cents, my 2 minutes, brought to you by Edge Construction and Capital Consultants. Bill McCoshen and his staff can really get things done with their lobbying firm. We can talk about this on the radio tomorrow at 8 o'clock on 92.1 FM The Mic, The Mitch Henck Show. Talk to you then.